Welcome to the Granny Square series. This week we're going to be looking at this square here I've made in grape with Stylecraft Special DK. It's got popcorn stitches, so it's got a nice texture to it. So let's get started. Using DK acrylic yarn, we're going to make a double magic circle, a 4mm hook. We're going to chain one. And for round one, we're going to make 6 popcorn stitches using 4 US doubles UK trebles with chain 2 spaces between each popcorn stitch. So we've chained 1, let's chain 2 and then make our first 4 US doubles UK trebles. So after you've made your 4 stitches, pull the loop and then place your hook into the first stitch you made. Take hold of the yarn and then pull through, pinch the stitch tight and chain 2. We're then going to go back into the magic circle and make 4 more stitches. US doubles, UK trebles, and we'll repeat so that we have 6 popcorn stitches with 6 chain 2 spaces. So if you're making along with me, you can press pause and I'll see you at the end of the round. I've made my last stitch, so I've now got 6 popcorn stitches, and then we finish with a chain 2 space. So we're going to tighten the circle. And then we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first popcorn stitch to join. Slip stitch across to the chain 2 space. And that's how your work should look at the end of round 1. So round 2, we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to make 2 cluster stitches into each chain 2 space with a chain 1 between each cluster stitch. And we're going to use 2 US doubles UK trebles together to make our clusters. So there's my first cluster, chain 1, and then I'm going to make my second cluster into that same chain 2 space. There we go, and chain 1. So then we're going to hop across to the next chain 2 space and we're going to repeat the same. So make a 2 stitch cluster, chain 1, and then a 2 stitch cluster. Chain 1, and we're going to hop across to the next chain 1 space. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my round. You can press pause if you're making along. So at the end of round 2, you should have 12 cluster stitches with 12 chain 1 spaces, and we're just going to slip stitch into the first cluster to join. And then slip stitch into the chain 1 space. And that's how your work should look at the end of round 2. Round 3, we're going to chain 2, and working into each chain 1 space, we're going to make a 4 stitch popcorn using US doubles UK trebles, so that's 4 stitches into each chain 1 space. We then make a popcorn stitch with those 4 stitches. And we chain 2. Yeah, we then hop across to the next chain 1 space and make our next popcorn stitch. Chain 2 and then hop across and repeat. So I shall see you at the end of the round. At the end of round 3, after you've chained 2, we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first popcorn stitch to join, and then slip stitch into the chain 2 space. And there's the work after 3 rounds. So round 4, we're going to square our circle, chain 1, and we start at the middle of the edge. Yeah. So we're going to make a US single, UK double into the chain 2 space, and then 2 half US doubles, half UK trebles. So there are 3 stitches in the first chain space. Into the next chain space, we'll make 6 stitches to make our corner. So that's 2 US doubles, UK trebles, 1 US treble, UK double treble, chain 2, and then a US treble, UK double treble, and 2 US doubles, UK trebles. So 6 stitches to make the corner. In the next stitch, we make 2 half stitches, half US doubles, half UK trebles. We then make a US single, UK double, 3 stitches, and that's our repeat. So in the next 3 chain 1 spaces, chain 2 spaces, we do the same thing. And I'll see you at the end of the round. So at the end of the round, we will have, you'll see it's a square now. That's always my favourite round. And we're just going to slip stitch to join. And there we go. I'll see you in the next video.